We are back talking about who the F did I marry. Now, this comment is in relation to the post I made about them trying to buy a house with a cash offer, but without showing proof of funds. So what this person is saying is, okay, well, what does it really matter? I mean, the seller can move on if they don't have the money and just sell it to somebody who does. And I mean, that's true. But there are a couple of reasons why the seller probably wouldn't want to do that. And number one is time, right? The name of the game when you're selling a house is to sell it for the most amount of money in the least amount of time possible. And, you know, the other old adage, a bird in hand is worth two in the bush, also applies here. So let's say, like in this case, you have two offers on the table. One's a cash offer, and everybody loves a cash offer because it's generally a lot easier to deal with and faster. So they would want to take that. But let's say they do, and then they find out, oh shoot, the person doesn't have any money. Well, you might not find that out for several days or even several weeks. And even when you do find out, it's not as if getting out of the contract and dissolving that contract is immediate. There's still paperwork that needs to be done, et cetera, et cetera. So there's a good chance that by the time that happens, that other buyer who was willing to buy your house, you know, a few days or a few weeks ago, they've moved on. Especially we're talking about 2020 here, or was it it was late 2020, where the market was absolutely insane and things were going with multiple offers, like over asking price, right? So the sellers, were they to accept that offer, they're losing days, they're wasting time, they're losing potential buyers. Then basically, if they find all this out and they get out of that contract, they're starting from scratch. And then they have to go and find, do more showings, keep the house clean, find another buyer, and then that buyer, will presumably have a loan. And then you're going to have like a 30-day plus escrow period in which they're, doing their financing and all that kind of stuff. And it's just, you're wasting time, and they're still paying their mortgage, and it's just a huge pain. And so the better thing to do is just make sure, everything's as like the T's are crossed, the I's are dotted up front, and then you can get everything done quickly.